Cool. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. All right, this is pretty cool. All right, so no one is watching, so it doesn't matter anyway. But give me a second because we are about to get the show on the road. All right, so let's go to YouTube and look for me. Hey, hey. What's up? Who we got on here right now? Can we see? I don't know. Oh. It's me. I'm an idiot. Alright, so bear with me just a moment, guys. I'm just going to share this to some of my platforms real quick. And then we're going to get the show on the road. Cool. All right, 2 seconds. All right. All right. All right. Why is this not working? Sweet. All right, so welcome to my first live. That is I. All right, we. Is this not playing? No. All right. Well, whatever. Can't say I didn't give it a try. I'm trying to put me on the TV so that I can see what's going on in the background. Apparently, it doesn't work like that because this is my first live and I don't know that. But we're going to know that for lives moving forward because we are going to be doing more and more lives as time progresses. I don't need to be a neat freak on this. Honestly, I really don't mind too hard. All right, so it looks like we got someone else in here. Not sure who. What's going on? Welcome. All right, so. All right, so today and this morning, I actually had a me day today, which was really cool. Took some time to myself. I went to the island, had a nice drink with breakfast. I had a Bloody Mary, had a couple mimosas, had a big breakfast. If you guys are on our Snapchat and you're watching this right now, you can see some of that on the Snapchat, but only on the Snapchat because that's the only place that I posted it to. But it was really fun. Ended up going out and treat myself to a nice lunch today, and then I went, had a beer with lunch, and then that was it. I did some prepping, put some notes and bullets for what we're going to be discussing in here, and now it's time to get the show on the road. All right, yay! Don't need that. All right, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the very first YouTube live for the Off the Clock TV YouTube channel. This is my first time doing this, so bear with me. Hopefully it is a fun one. We've got a lot of things that we are going to discuss in this, mainly my very first year in YouTube, the things that I've learned, do's and don'ts, shit like that. So I just hope this video helps any of you guys interested in making a YouTube channel, or if you're just interested in hearing how my first year went. All right, who do we got in here? Because we got someone else in here, so hit a comment. Let me see who we got. Hello. Introduce yourself. That's French for who are you? Where do you see these question marks? Wham! All right. For those of you who do not know and are not watching this video while it is live, you're watching it post-live, which means when it's not live for those of you who aren't smart. I'm already off. I'm James. I'm a part of the OFFTHECLOCKTV YouTube channel, as you can see. A little bit about myself. Well, hey, what's going on? So, a little bit about myself. I'm 30 years old. I've been making YouTube videos probably since I was like 12 years old, maybe 12, 13. So I've been doing this for quite some time, but like I've never been taking YouTube to the level of seriousness that I'm doing now. And that's kind of why I wanted to make this video and let you guys know what those progressions and steps look like leading up to now and what completing a full year of YouTube has looked like. So hopefully, again, that you guys enjoy this. But about me, joined the Army when I was 19 years old. Did that for 6 years, got out, and actually just got back in, which is really cool. I'm currently in a military police unit, but I'm trying to switch over to civil affairs. There is a tactical airborne civil affairs unit in Miami, which I'm hoping to be a part of, which is going to be really cool. So I'm trying to do my transfer paperwork. The MP unit's working really, really hard to help me out, which I thoroughly appreciate because they just met me. So that's awesome on their part. Everyone there seems really cool. So if any of you guys, because I know that you guys have my YouTube channel as well, if any of you guys are watching this, thank you very much because you guys have been really awesome and instrumental in helping me make that transition and welcoming me all along the way. They're like, hey, if it's going to take this long, we're still going to give you this school and that school and this school. We're going to help you succeed up until the time that you leave. So I really appreciate that. All right, so video history. I know I kind of mentioned just a few minutes ago that I have been making YouTube videos since I was like 12 or 13 years old. So with my cousin, Christopher, him and I started making YouTube videos, I would say around 13. So my mom bought me this really horrible, like a 9 megabyte camera that was just complete ass. And I mean complete ass, like it was horrible. In order to get the shutter open, you had to like slide this thing open and then it popped out. The quality was horrible. But I filmed a series called The Adventures of Tank Man, and it was just my cousin in a Batman mask, and realistically, it was him just beating the hell out of me in every video, and it was so stupid. But my family ate it up because we made a legit series out of it. We made a full, we made a full series out of it, and it was just really cool. We ended up doing 8 episodes, and like a dummy, I pulled it down on an old YouTube channel that I don't have access to anymore. So the videos are on YouTube. I just don't have access to that channel anymore, and the videos are not public. So nothing from that channel should be public. But that was my first channel that I did, and then I didn't really like the title, so at the time, you didn't have the opportunity on YouTube to just go in and change your title. Like, you had to create a new YouTube channel. So I created a new YouTube channel, and I kind of, like, wanted to start doing sketches and sketch comedy, and sketch comedy was something that I really, really wanted to do. At the time, it's what I thought I wanted. But I started doing some sketch comedy, and maybe I put like 20 videos up on there. And that fell through, I would say, when I was in like 10th grade. So by then, I'm probably like 16, 17 years old. We used to do a lot of airsofting as well. So we would do some... God, I got the burps hardcore today. So we would do some airsoft videos as well, which some of those actually did pretty good. There's some of them with quite a few thousand views on them. One of the guys that I used to do airsoft with, I'm going to shout out to you, Stephen LeMeasure. He has the Stephen LeMeasure airsoft page. He's got like 18,000 subscribers. He's in the YouTube partnership program. He had a video that had over 1 million views, which is really cool. I need to talk to him, actually. It'd be nice to do a video with him. But he has fallen off, and he has not made a video in a couple years. I would love to see him come back because his content was really, really fun. So if you're interested in any airsoft content, you got to check Stephen LeMeasure Airsofting out because he is the man. Check out his 1 million view video because it's really good. It's definitely worth it. But then I took like a super hiatus. Of course, I joined the military, did all that stuff, and I was like, okay, I want to come back to this. So I started a channel that does not exist anymore, and that was called, oh God, what was it? Guns and Coffee TV. So the premise was just every day I wake up, I get my coffee, and we go have fun, but we do something gun related. So we're doing some shooting, offshore shooting, tactical shooting, just a whole bunch of stuff. And it was honestly really, really fun. But I don't know. I didn't like the premise because I started realizing really, really quickly that I got locked in to that category. Like I can't do anything other than that, if that makes sense. So these were the only videos that I could make. And I was like, okay, I'm starting to see that I am not going to get any growth with this because this is what I'm limited to. And I didn't like it. So I ended up dropping that YouTube channel. And then I started a segment called Cross-Trekking. I thought that the premise of it was cool. It was, you know, this is with my old marriage. We both had Subaru Crosstreks, and we love to travel. And we kind of wanted to share that a little bit. And I wanted to do the outdoorsy, mountain hiking, off-roading, mild family vlog. But that also kind of kept me contained to one thing as well. And that didn't work out. And apparently neither did my marriage. Oh, shit, I should have had beer for this. Oh, man, I cracked myself up. Okay, so cross-trekking did not work. Then I moved on to a Facebook series, which was actually doing kind of good. And that Facebook series was called Tales of a Not-So-Wise Man. It was supposed to initially be me as the not-so-wise man, and I was telling some of the craziest stories in my life that have happened to me and sharing them. And the feedback was awesome. Like, honestly awesome. I may even down the road consider bringing that back, but not right this second. One of my videos discussing the Army-Navy game in 2016, I think. In 17. In 16, we vandalized a Navy base in Africa with Go Army Beat Navy stuff. And then we vandalized the Navy base down in, where the hell were we? In the Keys. We vandalized that base as well. And the videos went viral on U.S. Army What the Fuck moments. And so I shared this full story with U.S. Army What the Fuck moments. They shared it, and I ended up getting like 50,000 views on it. It was actually really cool. It was a really cool feeling too. But around this time, you know, marriage was... So I kind of fell off with that. I actually still have the videos somewhere. I got them. I got them in the secret vault right here. So I may actually, if I do it again, I would redo the videos, but I still have them, the platform, and I actually have a better vision for it moving forward, but that's a ways down the road. So Tales of Not So Wise Man will come back, just not right now. All right, so that's kind of myself. That has been my story of making videos, and now we are here at Off the Clock TV, and I want to explain to you kind of why I started Off the Clock TV. So as you can see and hear, I have a lot of history with making videos. I've been doing videography for a while. Hell, my projects in high school, I used to do them on video because it was just easier that way. Because I went to an art school, and I was like, okay, well, y'all want artsy shit, I'm going to give you artsy shit. This is how I do my projects. This is how I be creative, and this is the platform that I want to use to make my projects. So they didn't argue it because I was a pain in the ass. And so if they were going to let me do this, then they're like, if we're going to shut Mr. Frederick up, that's how we're going to do it. And sure shit they did, which is pretty cool. So appreciate you guys for that. If any of my teachers are watching this, I hope you're not, but if you are, hey, not an asshole anymore. 12 years later. So, but that's neither here nor there. But as I was getting divorced, I knew that I always wanted to do videography. This was always my thing. And like my ex used to push me to like, do what you want, do what makes you happy, and be good at it. I was like, well, I want to do videography. And she's like, YouTube is not a career. Okay, you're probably right, but you can't tell me to do what I want to do and push me to strive to do the things that I want and then be pissed off when I do that. So that's one of the reasons why that didn't work out. But, you know, I went to some therapy during and after my divorce, and they're like, hey, what do you like to do? I was like, I love videography. They're like, okay, cool. You need a hobby. So I was like, well, I've made a bunch of YouTube channels. I've never been consistent with it. She's like, make a YouTube channel and become consistent with it. And that is what I've done. And that is actually the premise of this video. So that's kind of why I started Off the Clock TV. And if anyone watching this has any questions, feel free to ask. Chime in at any time. I'll answer whatever you guys have. But that's kind of why I started Off the Clock TV. I had been so passionate about videography, and there's always been There's always been so many hiccups. And I was actually going to San Antonio, Texas last year for Thanksgiving. And on my drive back, I was like, you know, I need a name. I know that I want my videos to just be what you guys have been seeing, just on my days off, having a good time, me being myself. I didn't want to limit myself. That was one of the very, very biggest things. So if you are creating a YouTube channel, here's what you need to understand. Do not limit yourself in your name. So if you're Bob the Builder, better not get ripped off for that. If you are Bob the Builder, you can't make your name Bob the Builder and then you're not building things, you know? So make sure that whatever your name is, you don't limit yourself, and make sure if you are going to limit yourself with your content, with your name and content, make sure it's something that you have a lot of content to create still. Like your name is one of the biggest things, and it needs to not necessarily describe what you do, but don't let it limit what you do based on your name. If I put traveling by James and I never travel, well, then that's going to be an issue. So if that makes sense, do not limit yourself in your name. But on my drive back from San Antonio, I was like, what kind of name can I come up with? What can I get that encompasses everything that I do while I'm off the clock? And just light bulb. It just went off. I was like, okay, shit, off the clock. And it was just going to be off the clock. And I'm like, okay, I'm liking this premise. I look it up, and there was like some Crockers off the clock, and I'm like, nah. So I was like, okay, let's put it all together in one word, off the clock. And I'm like, nah. Don't really like that. But then I was like, okay, Off the Clock TV. Let's add TV to it because we do videography. And I thought about that on my like 16 fucking hour drive home. I thought about that, and that was the name. And I was just like, okay, I'm going to pin this one because this is the first name that I have that makes sense for the premise of my channel and what I do. Just everything I do while I'm off. And it just made sense. It made a lot of sense. So I was driving and I was thinking, more names, more names, more names. Nope, not better than Off the Clock TV. Not better than Off the Clock TV. And so I found this name that didn't encompass me, and I stuck with it. And so I made a little promo video, which actually came out, I think it came out at the end of December last year. I think it was technically my first video, but it was just a little promo. And my first actual video launched January 24th. But in months, we have almost exceeded 12. So we're almost at that full year mark here. So, but I made this promo video. I got the domain name for my website. I trademarked the name. I turned it into an LLC. I created an official email. I did all that stuff first before I even went to YouTube. Before I put that name out there on the internet, I made sure that I could secure it. I made sure that I can't get it on Instagram. Suckers. I had to do off the clock TV pics on Instagram. So you Off the Clock TV guy on Instagram, I'll fight you one day. But that's neither here nor there. So that Instagram was the only platform that I could not officially do Off the Clock TV. So it's Off the Clock TV pics, but Instagram's pictures anyway, so I didn't really sweat that too hard. I ended up getting Snapchat as well, which I've got plans for the Snapchat. I use it now. The plans for my Snapchat is to take my group that I work with and give everyone the Snapchat password. I don't want to be like, hey, you're in charge of Snapchat for 24 hours. Like, put out content, make it fun, make it entertaining. Okay, your 24 hours are up now. You're in charge, and so on and so forth. So I think that's going to be, that fight would be huge. Yeah, I know. I'm coming for you, okay? Let's be real. I'm coming for you. It's going to be an epic battle of the Instagrammers. So I totally just lost my train of thought. Where was I? I don't know. Oh, so Snapchat, that's what I was saying. So there's big plans for that, but that's going to be a little bit more in the future. Snapchat's actually starting to get a little bit more interactive for me, which is really cool. But that's not the premise of this video. All right, so I do want to talk about some of the equipment that I have been using. So if you guys have been thinking about starting a YouTube channel, this is what I started off with. And honestly, it's been fantastic. It's still fantastic. It's providing me with quality stuff. And it could continue to provide me with quality stuff. But I feel after a year that it's kind of time to take that step forward. So I'm almost at my 500 subscriber mark, which we will discuss subscribers in a little bit. But I'm almost at my 500 subscriber mark. And I feel that on my race to that 1,000 and hitting the YouTube partnership program, that finally taking that step forward now that I've, exceeded 100 videos, built a little bit of a following, I think that it's time for me to take the next step forward with just a little bit better of a main camera and better GoPros, things like that. So growth with your equipment is a big thing as well. But I would say don't be like, hey, I'm going to be a YouTuber. I'm going to go buy a $4,000 camera. Because if you're not consistent, you just wasted your freaking money. Start cheap. I started cheap and it's been easy. So right now I use 2 GoPro Hero 5s. These are not the only cameras that I use. I'll show you my main one here in just a minute. The GoPro Hero 5s right now, I don't use 4K. I don't need to edit in 4K. I think the 1080 video is just as good as the 4K video, and I'm vlogging. Like, it's not a cinematic experience, it's a vlog. As long as the quality is good and the audio is good, which is another thing that we're going to get into is audio, you can get your point across, and that's all that really matters. So I use these for B-roll, and I will stick this sucker out the window while I'm on a road trip, and oh, there we go. That's backwards. And just film things as I pass. I mean, it fits in... Don't be looking at my ass. Fits in my back pocket, just like this. Super simple. I can just pull that sucker out and hit all my B-roll film. And for those of you who don't know what B-roll is, I'm not going to give you the exact definition because I don't know it. But essentially, this is like... I'll dub this with some music. I'll put some cinematic black bars over the scene. I'll probably I'll switch to black and white or enhance the color. So this is the short little stint of like cinematography that I actually do in the videos, but there's no audio. I don't do any audio at all. It's just dubbed with some type of music, and I'll let you guys know where I use my music as well. But the GoPro Hero 5s, you don't go buy a Hero 11. You don't need the Hero 11. You're just going to spend a lot of money. These are fantastic. You know, on top of using just a regular old selfie stick, use this guy. Utilize this sucker. Plop this sucker down and walk away. Just let your film roll. You get everything that you need. And I'm telling you, get the cheap Hero 5s. You can get them used. Well, of course you get them used. We're at the Hero 11. But Amazon, eBay, I'm telling you, these things do wonder. But their audio sucks ass. And I'm just being blunt. It sucks hardcore. Do not use these for their audio because it is miserable. If you want to use this as your main and set up an external mic, that's on you. Or do a wireless lavalier. Go ahead and do that. That's fine because the video quality is fantastic. It's audio quality, and that is straight crap. My main camera that I use is a Canon G7X. The Canon G7X has been very good to me. This is the Mark II, and this provides really good 1080 quality. It's got a lot of options, so you could set it up for manual mode, which is really cool. It's actually simple, or automatic. And automatic is awesome too. I personally prefer automatic because, unbeknownst to you guys, you may find this hard to believe, I'm actually not a super camera wizard. So when it comes to like aperture and lighting, like I don't do cinematic features. So I don't really need to know all that shit. Personally, I would like to learn a little bit more of it, but I just don't. I do learn as I go. The YouTube Academy, honestly, is the best thing in the world. So I'm always, asking questions on my free time. So I've actually learned a lot. I still just don't use it though. I don't need all the manual features on here because I just set it up to automatic. I'm just vlogging. I know that at nighttime, cool, I'm gonna switch to this feature right here, and at daytime, cool, I'm gonna switch to that feature right here. Outside of that, I really don't use all the features of this camera. You could set it up with Wi-Fi to your phone, so you could take a picture, send it straight to your phone, and then send it straight to your Instagram or your Facebook. So that's a good way to promote. I don't do it. I should, but I don't. But you can do that. So this attachment right here, I actually found on a YouTube video because the audio on this is crap as well. So on a YouTube video, I found this setup that this guy had. He recommended this little doohickey right here. Can't remember the name of it or where I got it. I think I got it on eBay. It was cheap though. It was a couple bucks. But this allows me to set up an external mic, and I have a Rode Mic Mini. Let's take this little goofy. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna leave it on. Who cares? The Rode Mic Mini is awesome. The quality changes in sound tremendously from the actual G7X itself. When you set up the Mini, it's way better. But with having the wind filter on here, I call it rat, with having this giant rat on here, I still get a lot of wind noise, and honestly, that aggravates the hell out of me. Another thing that aggravates me about the G7X Mark 2 is they do not have this audio jack right here. I think it's a 3.5, I don't know, whatever. They don't have this input right here. So you actually have to use a micro USB to the female portion, the 3.5 millimeter. And that is a little inconvenient. I actually just switched to this cord, and this is a good cord. So if you're going to use the G7X Mark II platform, which is cheaper than the Mark III, I personally don't think you need the Mark III unless you want 4K. And if you're doing what I'm doing, don't spend the extra money for 4K because you don't need it. You really don't. So I was using this one. This is a lot longer. It's a freaking heavy cord, and I didn't like that it wasn't angled. Well, I mean, it is now, which I'll explain, but it wasn't angled. It just comes in here, and all the weight just bent this sucker down, and this is crap. I had to use zip ties to try and keep it secured, so that's ass. But I end up finding a very, very lightweight, I think this thing was $7, angled one. It clips right in, and then I put a little fastening tie right here where, so it has a little handle for the camera. Has a handle, so they have these little metal brackets on the side just in case you wanted to use that little wrist strap. I don't use the wrist strap because I've got all this stuff attached to it, but I just fasten that little zip tie right here to take pressure off of this, so there's no pressure on this at all, and it works phenomenally. So I've actually been able to get really, really good results with this camera. This is my main camera. It's super simple to do what I need to do, to include screen comes up and you can see everything that is going on. The only issue that I've had with this camera is every time I turn it on, it resets itself to like 1973. And this camera wasn't even manufactured in 73, so I don't understand why it keeps picking these weird dates. I've stopped. You can just hit menu and it exits right out of that. I've stopped resetting it because I got to reset it every time I turn it on, so it's not worth my time. Another cool feature on this camera, which is kind of really, really going to be hard to see, is you can take like 500 pictures of yourself and it recognizes your face. So it will autofocus to your face. So when you're looking at the screen, this little white bar pops up and it even says my name. It says James, like it identifies me. It's pretty cool, actually. So the G7X Mark III is out. It does have that audio in port. That is a plus. It has 4K, but 4K is limited. Also, video is limited on this too. I think you got like 16 minutes and then your video cuts. But then you just start the video over again. That's kind of annoying, but I don't film that long, so doesn't really matter to me. With the Mark III, you have continuous video in 1080, and then you have limited video in 4K. Also, when you switch to 4K, it condenses your screen a little bit. Unless you're going to spend $4 grand, $5 grand on, to me personally, that's an entry level. That's an entry level 4K camera, $4 or $5 grand. This is not. This is not. I don't think it's worth it, in my opinion. These tripods, this is now a bipod because Matt, my buddy, has once again broke yet another one of my tripods. These are so versatile, and I actually really like them. I unfortunately bought a cheap one. I really don't like this little cheapie, but it's still doing the thing. I never use it as a tripod, but to be able to get that little bend in there is really awesome if I need it. Especially for when I'm filming things in front of me, I can just bend it the way that I need. So get these, just don't get the cheap one because that's ass. Also, batteries. If you're going to be YouTubing, you're going to need batteries. You're going to want as many batteries as you can. I have multiple batteries for this and a battery pack that charges all of them at once, which is really cool. This is the extra battery pack I have for my GoPro. So it's kind of the same principle. You fit extra batteries in it, and I bring extra batteries with me everywhere. They're always charged. I bring my charger with me. I charge them on the go if I need to because it's USB, and that is really, really cool. It's very convenient. All right, and then with my equipment, I think this is going to be, I think we're going to move from equipment onto some other things, but this is still some stuff that I use. Pelican makes a hard case for, of course I just knocked these all out like a dumbass. That's what I get for knocking on it, but I want you guys to hear that. So Pelican makes a hard case for your memory cards, which is really cool. It is so I used to use like a little piece of Tupperware with like the little locking lids on them. And that just got annoying because honestly, even the little tiny ones, it was still big and they were just sliding around in there. They don't slide around in here unless you knock on it during a YouTube live. But this is really cool. They stay in place. I've got a lot more. I do not put them back in here until I am done editing the video that is on there. And all the photos and videos are removed from it. So that helps me keep things organized, which is really cool. I definitely recommend this little Pelican. They are at Best Buy. You probably find them on Amazon as well. But this guy is awesome. I don't have to worry about losing memory cards. I mean, this has made life easier. So make sure you get one of these for your memory cards. And get a bunch of memory cards. You're going to want a bunch of memory cards. Get a pack. I use some 32 gigs, but there's a few times, there's actually been probably 4 or 5 instances that I've ran out of film on a 32. Thank God I've got more, but that's just kind of absurd. So I would say at least the 64 gig, but I would say at least a 64 gig. I've never hit my mark on the 64 gig. It's easy to get a lot of film on the GoPro though. I would do the 124s, which I think, what do I got right here? I've got a 30, I've got a 64. I think I've got a 124 in there. Use the 124 if you know you're going to be getting a lot of B-roll and just stagnant, like filming at 1080 or hell 4K. Make sure you have a bigger one, bigger SD card. So for editing, I use Premiere Pro. Adobe Premiere Pro, I think that cost like $240. You could buy it outright or you could pay monthly on it. I think I chose the monthly option. Why dump all the money when I can pay the exact same over 12 months? It wasn't any more expensive to do the monthly, so I just did the monthly, so I had more money on me. Premiere Pro is 100% a pain in the ass. It is extremely difficult to use at first. If you use something like I'm a big Apple guy, so one of my pieces of equipment, of course, is my iMac. So if you are a Apple guy, you have access to iMovie, which is free. iMovie is actually really simple and really, really easy to use, but it is very, very quick to outgrow. If you use iMovie to start and get your understanding, like, I mean, it's super user-friendly. Like, I mean, first time on there, you can make a fucking movie. It's really convenient. I would suggest maybe doing that for your first few videos and get the gist of editing. Find your editing style, but you can grow out of that really quickly. You're going to want to switch to, my suggestion would be Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro is, in my opinion, is the best. But switching from iMovie to Premiere Pro is like switching from an Android to an iPhone or an iPhone to an Android. Yeah, you can make phone calls with it, but you don't know how to do anything else. It is super, super confusing. But YouTube Academy made it super simple. So I've got my TV set up just next to my computer. So what I do is, when I don't know how to do something on iMovie, this was at first, I've gotten very proficient with it now. I would just put how to do this on Premiere Pro. There are these Premiere Pro in 1 minute videos. So essentially, it's like a 2.5 minute long video, but the meat and potatoes of it is a minute long, and you'll be able to learn how to do what it is you're trying to do within 1 minute. And that is super, super convenient. And every now and again, I'm like, hey, like I'll see someone do like a transition or something different. I'm like, that's really cool. I don't know how to do that. I YouTube it in 1 minute and boom, I got it. The first couple times you do it, you're going to go back and forth to that YouTube in 1 minute video. But or Premiere Pro in 1 minute video, and I'm telling you, once you get it down and it's stuck in here, Premiere Pro ends up becoming so freaking easy and user friendly. So use Premiere Pro to create your YouTube videos for sure. You can start off with Premiere Pro. Well, God save the Queen. Well, spoke too soon. God save the King, because unfortunately the Queen passed away. Rest in peace. So that covers editing. Music. You can't just slap a Metallica song into your video. You're going to get hit with copyright. And if you want to be successful on YouTube, you do not want any copyright strikes. So for my music, I use Epidemic Sound. I believe it cost me $15 a month. And you link it to your social media platforms. So you link it to your Facebook, you link it to your Instagram, you link it to your YouTube. As long as you're linked and actively paying for your subscription, and or if you had a subscription during the posting of the video, you will not get any copyright strikes. But if you end up putting out a video and you don't have a subscription, they'll copyright strike you, but just repay, because I lost my debit card, didn't realize when I changed my card that I forgot to set up Epidemic Sounds. So I got a copyright strike. I was like, what? But then it dawned on me, I put 2 and 2 together, and I ended up going and submitting my subscription for Epidemic Sounds. And within like 3 or 4 days, my copyright strike just disappeared, which was really cool. To make my thumbnails, I use Canva. Canva is free. I was paying for Canva for a little bit, but I just didn't need the Canva features. Nothing about the premium version of Canva I needed. Like, I didn't need it at all. It was honestly worthless. So I don't pay for Canva, but you can pay for Canva if you need to. Let me see, what else do I use? I think subscription-wise, that's it. I have a premium YouTube account. I actually need to cancel it. I don't use any of those features, and it doesn't help me with any of my videography. So I think those are the only things that I pay for, is editing, music. Yeah, editing and music are the only things that I pay for, yeah. So I took a pause in my YouTube videos for a year, and that was probably the worst thing that I'd ever done, honestly. Taking that pause, I hit a little roadblock, you know, I totaled my car. I needed the pause, but looking back on it, the pause sucked because I was trying so hard to be really, really consistent this year, and I took a 4-month pause. And I realized once I started getting going again that this really is not just the best thing for my mental health, but it is one of the most fun things that I have ever done, and I continue to do. To see growth, honestly, the coolest thing is to sit here and go to your YouTube channel, click on YouTube Studio, and go to content. And you scroll down and you see 100+ videos. And it is all the best days that you have had this year. All your best days. Great memories with friends, with family. Honestly, the best time I've ever spent with my brother, and I mean, I'm 30 years old. He's 34, about to be 35, or 35, about to be 36. I don't know. He's old as shit. The best day I've ever spent with my brother was actually this year, and I've got it on tape. And that is an awesome feeling. And I've got the funniest moments that have happened to me this year on tape. I've got travel with me, and I go back and I watch it, and it brings me joy, and it brings other people joy. So stay consistent. Consistency is a big key. We will get into that as well. So that's going to lead me to my next thing, which is going all in. If you're not all in, you're not going to be successful. You're not going to grow. You can't put out a video today and then put out a video next month. Like, at the minimum, and I mean minimum, you should be doing a weekly upload. Minimum. If you're not consistent, people will fall off. I'm telling you right now, you will see your subscriber numbers start to go down, and people will just leave. People will 100% fall off, and you do not want that. You want people to grow. You want your subscribers to grow. You want to have your subscribers be like, yo, hey, this guy's always putting out a video every Wednesday. It's actually really good. Like, you want to watch it. But if you're not consistent, why would word of mouth is going to be one of the biggest things, or being, you just drop a banger that blows up. And who knows if you do that or not. But you got to be consistent. So next year, I wouldn't say I wasn't all in this year, but with that little hiatus that I took, gather myself, my mental health and stuff like that. With that time, I realized that I do have to go all in, that this is the best thing that I've done. So next year, 2023 is a all in, and I mean all in. I'm upgrading my cameras. I'm just balls to the wall. More travel, more things, more videos, more consistency, more shorts. We'll get into shorts as well. And I just, like, next year's my year. Next year's the year that I'm going to hit the YouTube partnership program, and I'm for sure going to start getting paid for this next year. I promise you that, because the time and dedication that I've put in, I think I've earned my spot in the YouTube partnership program, and my growth is growing tremendously, and we're going to discuss a little bit of growth too. So if you're going to do it, you got to be all in. It's not like, oh, I'll give it a try. Like, you don't make a couple videos to make a try. You're in or you're not. Like, if you're going to do this, do it. But if you're going to do it, you got to be all in. Like, there's no in between. There's no trial period. If you enter this realm because you think it's something that you want to do, you got to go all in. That's bottom line. And it is a second job. You got to go and film on your time off. You're going to put time into filming. You're going to put time into editing. You want your editing to be perfect. It takes time. And if you're putting 2 or 3 videos a week out, like I am, to include 3 or 4 shorts a week, I mean, I can film a short in 30 minutes, but I might spend 20 minutes putting it together just to make sure that it's perfect. And then I may spend another half hour on the short just making sure that I have the right tags, I have the right title, I have the right hashtags. And then I'm going to sit on that short for 45 minutes to an hour to respond to comments, because they come in quick with the shorts. If you got a good short, I'm telling you right now, give it 15 minutes, you're going to start getting flooded. Like, I had one short that almost did 50,000 views, and I was being bombarded with the comments and the likes. And you want to respond to people. You want to respond to everyone. Eventually, I won't be able to respond to everyone, but, you know, when it gets to a point where I'm getting bombarded like that within the first hour, I'm going to spend my first hour of an upload trying to respond to people. Try and respond to as many people as you can. That is a big thing, because people like that. People like engagement. They say that you're engaging, and it helps you. They end up subscribing, and it's really cool. All right, mistakes made. Here are some of the mistakes that I've made over my first year of YouTubing. Mistake number 1, taking a break. I mentioned it earlier. You got to be consistent. When I took that break, I lost subscribers. I lost followers. People just lost interest. The same way I lost interest, they lost interest. And it hurt me. But when I came back in all in. And it humbled me, and it made me realize that I wasn't all in before. But now I am. And I have since doubled. More than doubled. I'm going to go with more than doubled my following, which is really cool. All right, GoPro sound. I mentioned GoPros earlier. Their audio is crap. I've had to scrap videos. I have one video that was supposed to be, in my head, a banger, and I had to scrap so much good footage on this video. It's my rabbi video. If you haven't seen my rabbi video, you got to see the rabbi video, because it's funny. But I filmed it on the freaking GoPro because I'm in a Halloween costume. I'm like, you know what? Lightweight, whatever. This thing makes so much noise. It's crap. and just the audio, like it sounds like you're in a fishbowl. So if you're going to use a GoPro, do not use it for sound. I'm telling you, I cannot say that enough. Set up an external mic some way or another. Get the creator edition that comes with a microphone, but do not use your GoPros for audio. GoPro audio is garbage, 100% garbage. Just don't. Unless you're using external audio, don't. What else do we got? Cheap audio. Do not go cheap with your audio. My Rode mic that I have, I would recommend Rode. I am not a super fan of my Rode mic specifically because it's the cheaper one. But I do think that the Rode mic that I have set up is the Rode mic for that camera. Again, I just think it's time for upgrades. But just because something's $15 cheaper than like, if your camera needs the Rode Mic Mini, which is this one right here, don't get its competitor that's $15 cheaper is essentially what I'm saying. So don't get the cheap-ass knockoff version of the Rode Mic Mini. Just get the Rode Mic Mini. I'm telling you, Rode is fantastic. And with my experience and all the things that I've been researching, Rode is the way to go. So don't skimp on audio. I'm telling you, you'll pay for it. Physically, mentally, emotionally, and some other ways. I'm telling you, you'll pay for it. Okay, assuming that your friends are going to help promote you. Wrong. They will not. I realize that they do not give a shit at all. That's not everyone. That's not everyone. So my friend Barbara Brew, if you're watching this, she is consistently pushing my videos. Hell, she has my videos playing in the barbershop where she works, which is freaking cool. So you do have some people that really enjoy it. Like my dad's always texting me. He's like, "Hey, I'm watching your video. Like it was good." Like he called me the other day. He's like, "Yeah, how do I check out your Vegas video?" So I told him how to go. Like some family members are gonna chime in, but no one's gonna promote your videos. You are. If you got 1,000 friends on Facebook, you're not going to get 1,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel. I'm telling you right now, you might get 15. Trust me. And, you know, even if you push everyone to, which actually leads to the next thing, which is non-interactive subs. Even if you push friends to just subscribe, they're not interacting. So non-interactive subs really honestly doesn't do anything for you. But if you are trying to hit the YouTube partnership program and you are getting watch hours, maybe those non-interactive subs in the beginning may be beneficial because that would be able to help you reach that goal of getting to the partnership program. But eventually down the road, you're going to want interactive subs because if you make the partnership program and you don't have interactive subs, it doesn't make any sense because you're not going to make any money. The way the partnership program works is based on views. So if your following is non-interactive and you're not getting views, then cool, you're in the partnership program, but you're not making any money. So it's technically a waste of your time. So do not assume that your friends are going to follow you on Facebook. It's just a freaking waste of time, 100%. Let me see, what else we have? Negative consistency. Again, you got to, hey, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the chat. To the chat. I'm never going to say welcome to the chat again. That sounds British. Welcome to the chat, mate. But negative consistency. If you don't remain consistent, like I was saying, it's going to cause big failure. You're going to see decrease in views for your next few videos once you start putting them up because you haven't been consistent, so nobody knows that you're posting again. You're going to see a loss in subscribers. So again, that's one of the mistakes that I made was not being consistent from the beginning and taking that hiatus. I'm telling you, you got to remain consistent. All right, so what I've learned through my time in YouTube, I've learned a lot, honestly. Most importantly, I've learned a lot about myself. I do have the ability to be consistent with something, which is great. That in itself is a good feeling. Putting these videos out and getting positive feedback is a good feeling. Hey, Titi, how are you? Welcome. Greetings and salutations. I'm not going to say that again. But putting these videos out has been super awesome for me and my mental health, like I've said, because like when you put a video out and a random person, and I mean random person, comments and says, hey man, that was an awesome video, like I really enjoy this. It's like, I don't even know this guy, but I just captivated him for 15 minutes. It is a really cool feeling. I'm not gonna lie. And as you progress and more people are reaching out with, you know, positive influence, and they're commenting on your video and, hey, you should try this or go there. Oh, and sometimes like I'll post a video, let's say hypothetically I'm in Vegas. Someone's like, oh, next time you go, you got to check this out. It's like, cool, I didn't even know about that. Thank you. So when you start getting a following that interacts with you, it's super positive. So it makes you feel good. It makes you feel like your efforts are finally being appreciated. And I'll tell you what, that takes time. So that's what I've learned. Appreciation takes time. Nobody's going to give two craps about your videos at first. They're just not. They're not. I would say push out about 35 videos and be as consistent as you can for 35 videos. If you say you're posting every Wednesday, you post every fucking Wednesday. Once you hit about that 35 videos and you have that consistency, you'll start seeing that level of growth. And you'll start getting more people who interact, who actually enjoy. And that's when you're going to start seeing that, like, you know, positive interactions with other people and meeting new people and comments. And it's a really good feeling. Thumbnails. It is so easy to forget taking a thumbnail picture. Your thumbnail pictures are so important. You need your thumbnail picture. And again, edit them on Canva. It is super easy and is 100% free. As I click on YouTube and submit my video, it takes up probably 25-30 minutes to export. While it's exporting, I just go to Canva real quick and make my video. So I think up my title, I put my video together, I put my thumbnail together, but you got to use a thumbnail. There are times that I forgot to make a thumbnail and I've got a screenshot of like some scene, and it's just not the same. If you take a quality thumbnail picture, whether you do it from your iPhone or from a G7X or however the hell you take your picture, use that and make sure that the picture is of good quality so that you can make a real captivating thumbnail. So, and that's one thing that I've learned is to thumbnails. Never forget your thumbnails. And I'm always pushing, gotta get my thumbnail, gotta get my thumbnail, gotta get my thumbnail. I'm telling you, because when you forget it, your thumbnail looks like crap because you have to make something up and your video pays for it. So do not forget to do your thumbnails. But that's a big thing that I've learned. TubeBuddy. I forgot TubeBuddy when I was talking earlier. Another thing that I pay for is TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is your buddy. Pay for TubeBuddy. It's freaking worth it. I'm telling you. I think I pay 15 bucks. There's another one that's a little bit better. I think it's $22. But TubeBuddy, you have what's called YouTube SEO. I don't remember what it stands for, but it essentially rates like how good your thumbnails are, video length, the cards that you put into your video, your tags that you use. It actually shows you your tags and if the tags that you're using are worth a damn or not. So if your tags are crap, TubeBuddy will be like, nah, don't use this one. This one's bad. But it also, when you put in a tag, it gives you alternate tags that are similar to yours that you can be like, hey, this tag gets used a lot. This tag gets viewed a lot. People are researching this one. People are clicking on that one. So that helps with growth. I would say TubeBuddy is 100% worth it. Use TubeBuddy from the freaking beginning, honestly. I just started using TubeBuddy, and I'm telling you, my videos have increased since I started using TubeBuddy. It's 100% worth it. So TubeBuddy is your buddy. Another thing that I've discovered that's been beneficial is YouTube Shorts. Not all my shorts have been bangers. I think I've put 40 shorts out. I'm going to go ahead and be modest and say maybe 7 or 8 of them just didn't click. And that kind of comes with posting times, which I'll talk about here in a second, which is another thing that I learned. When actually, we're going to move into that, posting times. There is a way that you can check your posting times. Now, it takes a little bit of time. You need data. You need to put videos out for this to be generated. But you can go into your YouTube studio and you can check your posting times and see what times are hot. It'll show you Sunday through Saturday and show you, hey, these hours are crap. Your audience aren't on. Hey, your audience is doing pretty good during these hours. And hey, your audience is sitting on the toilet 100% between 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock, and they've got nothing better to do but to watch your YouTube videos, so this is the best time to post. So make sure you use your posting times to post your shorts or your long-term content so that you post at the most engaging time for your audience, and that has helped me tremendously. I'm about to sit on the toilet. Matt, why are you the way that you are? Matt, everyone, Matt, he's the one that broke my tripod. It's now a bipod, and thank you, Matthew. Glad you're here. Everyone, high five for Matt. I hate you, bud. Call me when this is over. Let's get a beer. But YouTube Shorts have been super helpful because they have been helping with subscribers. So before my hiatus, I think I had like 220 subscribers. Now that I've switched to shorts, I have one short that's almost hit 50,000 views, and it's got me 62 subscribers. Like, I bust my ass, and I mean bust my ass to get 225 subscribers before my hiatus, and then I discover YouTube Shorts, and you're telling me I can post one freaking video and almost 100 people come and flood my channel? So YouTube Shorts, they do help with subscriber growth. They're not necessarily all going to, like, so if I get 60 subscribers on this video, 10 of them may go and watch some of the long form content and help build my watch hours on that content. So I would personally say 90% of your short following that you build are more there for shorts, but there are that percentage that will go and watch, and you can see your video analytics, your data. YouTube honestly makes that breakdown. YouTube makes that breakdown super easy and simple for you, so that you can see. I'm telling you, pay attention to your YouTube analytics if you're going to start making a channel. See what you're doing wrong. See what you're not doing wrong. You can see how long people are watching your videos, who's sharing your videos. Change your videos up just a tad, and then compare them to other videos on your analytics and see, okay, well, guess what? That's not working. So this gives you that opportunity to see what does work. Please, Matt. Matt, I want to fucking... but no, pay attention to your analytics, because honestly, it can show you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong, and then you hone in on that. So stay consistent with... Stop. I hate him. That's my best friend. Stay consistent and continue to watch your analytics, because that will help you with your growth. It's live freaking data. Some of it post, the next morning, but stay consistent with your analytics, because that data will help you tremendously. What else do we have here? Video length. I've noticed that get him, TT. Hey, Matt, she cuts, bro. So video length is a big thing. If you're going to post a video, make sure... Sorry. Oh, man, I hate him so much. All right, I got to stop paying attention, Matt. Hey, where you at? Where you at? Downtown Bradenton, 1 hour. So if you are going to be posting videos, you got to look at your video length. If you put a 35-minute video out and you don't really have a following, I'm telling you right now, no one's going to watch your video for 30 minutes. I'm not, Matt. no one's going to watch a 35-minute video. It's just not. I mean, unless you have the most captivating thing in the world going on, or you're catching freaking history like live, no one is going to watch that. So video length is a big thing. I try my hardest not to exceed 15 minutes. I hope I can captivate you for as long as 15 minutes. I think that that's a reasonable time. Yeah, I am. Actually, I am in Manatee County. Well, technically I'm in Hillsborough County, but I spend my time in Manatee County. I'm in the Tampa Bay area. But I'm telling you right now, if you do this, pay attention to your video times. I hope that I can captivate for at least 15 minutes. 15 minutes, I think, is that breaking point. I don't think I've got the following to dip into the 20 minutes because you really honestly start to lose people at the 12-minute mark. Is what I see. So I try to keep it under 12 minutes, but that's not a big thing. Another thing that I've learned is if you have like an intro that's 15, 20 seconds. 15? 20 seconds is not long. But I've noticed that when you watch a video and it's like, okay, cool, here's the same intro every time. It's like, okay, that's kind of boring. It's the same principle as like Netflix. Skip intro. That gets boring. I switch to outros. Like at the very, very end, I end my thing the exact same way. I say, I'm officially clocking out. I'll see you on the next one. And then boom, outro rolls, music. Like I pair everything. If you don't watch the outro, I don't care. Like I honestly don't. I got you all the way to the end of the video. If you're going to not watch that last 20 seconds, that's on you. But I'm not going to force you to watch that 20 seconds at the beginning. That was a big complaint that I was getting. So your intros, unless you're doing like a quick Dave's TV show and then back to the video, you know, something dumb. Actually, Dave, if you're watching this, don't do the thing at all. But what I'm saying is, like, if you got like a real quick, like I do, just a snappy what's up everybody and welcome back to another episode of Off the Clock TV. That's my thing. I don't know where it came from, but it just stuck. So that's what I do. So it's real quick. And then we roll in to the meat and potatoes of the video. So keep your intros really, really short so that people can start seeing what the meat and potatoes of the video are. And one thing that I would suggest is maybe put a super captivating part of the video that's kind of going to be the ending. Give them like a little breadcrumb trail at the beginning. Like if you get kicked in the nuts by a celebrity in your video, get that moment up until the celebrity is about to throw that roundhouse, and then, whoa, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Off the Clock TV. It's like, whoa, holy crap, I'm going to watch this video because I want to watch this guy get kicked in the crotch. So, try not to get kicked in the nuts, but if it is by a celebrity, that might actually be beneficial for you. But I would say that would be a good way to get your video started, and then just do your outros. Make a nice outro. I am trying to change my outros every 6 months, so I'm on my second outro right now. I'm actually putting together a new one here shortly. So in the beginning of the new year, for my New Year video, it will have a new outro in it. So that's video length. Slow to grow is another thing that I've learned, which I kind of touched on earlier. You are going to grow very slowly at first. And until you hit like that 35 video mark, it just, you don't, it's hard to say, hey, go check out my YouTube channel and you got 3 videos on there. I personally, as someone who religiously watches YouTube, because I think it's better than most of the stuff that comes out, if I see a channel and it's got 16 subscribers and 2 videos, my probability of subscribing to it are very low. So take that kick to the crotch and be okay with it until you got like 35 videos out. And then just start telling people, hey, check out my YouTube channel. Like, I'm kind of getting started, but I've got like 30 videos out here. Give them something to watch so they can go and assess your videos and see, okay, cool, this guy's actually pretty interesting. Like, he's just getting started off, but you know what? I caught this guy in the beginning. Like, and now I want to stick with him. Matt, please, for the love of all that is holy, get hit by a bus, struck by lightning. I hope a meteor hits you. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is a work in progress. But I'm telling you right now, that is definitely what I would do. I was like putting stickers on my car and shit like that. I had 2 videos and 14 subscribers, and it did nothing for me. Don't waste any money on that garbage. Just focus on, don't focus on your growth. Focus on consistency in your first 35 videos. So if you are consistent and you put those first 35 videos out, you can invite someone to actually see. No, I don't even know who this is. Raw knee. I don't even know right now. No, Matt's not SF. But you really just made my day, to be 100% honest with you. But put those 35 videos out first and give your channel, or give your new viewers, something to see so that they actually can get a raw assessment of you, and that's going to help your subscriber base. I've noticed the more videos I put out, the more subscribers I get. The more consistent I am, the more subscribers I get. Switching to TubeBuddy, the more subscribers I get. You're damn right. You're damn right. And then just positive consistency, I say, is going to be the last thing that I've learned, which I was literally just saying. The more consistent you are, you're consistent with your thumbnails, you consistently use TubeBuddy, switch up your music. Do not try, I mean, you can have a theme song and an outro song, that's fine, but every time you run some B-roll, do not use the same song. Don't pick 5 songs. There's freaking 80,000, if not more, songs on Epidemic Sounds. Subscribe to Epidemic Sounds and get a subscription for them. Be consistent with changing up your music to the best of your abilities. And I don't pick the song until I put that video together. I will put together my B-roll clip, and I'm like, all right, cool. As I'm watching that B-roll clip, I'm listening to new songs. I'm like, which one of these stick? Which one of these looks good? And I pick the song for the specific video. Just be consistent. And be your biggest critic. Watch your video and go, this sucks. Delete it. And then start over from a new perspective. You know, flip things upside down sometimes so that you can see it right side up. I don't remember what movie that was from. But that is honestly the truth. Be your biggest critic. Sometimes what's funny and captivating to you is only funny and captivating to you. So be able to take that constructive criticism and then go, oh, okay, all right, cool. So I'm actually going to take away from that. I'll make a 12-minute video. I probably have 25 minutes of footage. I have to cut a lot of stuff because I'm like, hey, this is funny, but it's funny to me. And there's some things that I'm like, hey, this is like, I'm strictly talking about myself. Like, you guys don't care. So be your biggest critic. Don't be afraid to delete footage. Just because you filmed it doesn't mean it's going to make the cut. And just stay consistent. I think that's the biggest thing that I have. So my we're about to close. For those of you who've been sticking through this video, hey, thank you. First off, really honestly, I appreciate it. Except for Matt, please, I'm telling you right now, just walk in front of a train. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. I miss you guys. I'm telling you, I do. I'm in the reserves now, so I'm switching over to civil affairs, but I miss you guys too. You guys are awesome. Anyone I served with, if you are on this video right now, I love you guys. You guys have been awesome. You guys were a major part of my life. I'll never forget you guys. But my plans for 2023, I've essentially kind of already laid out for you guys, is more consistency and taking that next plunge forward. And that's going to be switching to the new GoPros, switching from the G7X to the M50 Mark II. I'm going better audio. I like the M50 because I have interchangeable lenses for different situations, whether it's low light, a lot of light, whether I want to do a little bit of B-roll with that camera, I can switch something more cinematic, fisheye lens, wide angle lens. So switching to that M50 is actually going to be able to provide different lenses, which is going to, hey, what's going on, Justin? What's going on, buddy? Hope everything's been good. But switching to that new camera and having that opportunity to have new lenses gives me that opportunity to provide you video content from different perspectives, whereas I limit myself with this camera. And limiting yourself is one thing that you do not want to do with this. and growth is just my big thing. So super consistent for 2023. More videos, more consistent uploads, more shorts, more traveling. 2023 is the year. I'm telling you, it's the year that I'm going to hit the partnership program, and I'm going to be bringing you guys with for that. And we're going to do more videos like this if you guys enjoy this, because as I grow, I want to share that because I want you guys to do it. If you have those thoughts in the back of your head, hey, I want to start YouTube, and you guys know me or you follow me, you know, I'm just going to share my experience. I'm going to be 100% with you guys. Like I have no reason to be anything less than 100% with you guys. So I would love to share that with you guys so that you guys are most successful. So I put a little section here for Q&A, and I've got this gut feeling that Matt is going to ask me stupid questions. But we are hitting the end of this for those of you who are chiming in at the end. I do apologize, but Q&A. So does anyone have any questions about YouTube or getting started? Anything that I can answer? Matt, please just don't. Fucking don't. But if anyone has any questions, you know, I'll give you all a minute or so. I am knocking hats down. I'll give you all a minute or so. I'd be more than glad to answer some of your guys' questions. I'll probably just ramble for a minute until I get any. But yeah, guys, I'm super excited for 2023. I think it's going to be a really fun year. Super chat, will you do it? What the hell's what's a super chat? What's a super chat? I hate him. I hate him so much. I would say, all right, I'm putting together a big end of the year video, which kind of recaps everything that's happened this year. What? What? Message me on Facebook. Message me on Facebook about Zuluaga, please. No, I didn't know that. The gun room is a storage again. Sorry, that just caught me. Yeah, about Zulu. That just caught me off guard. Fuck. No, I didn't know that. Damn. The gun room is currently a storage at the moment. I've just been busy. We haven't gutted. In order to do the gun room the way that we want, we have to gut the bathroom because the bathroom is way too wide. And so we want to make the bathroom just a tiny bit shorter, like a foot and a half, so that the gun room itself is a lot bigger and we can put like a real like steel door and everything in there. But if we're going to gut the bathroom, we're going to do it like balls to the wall, and that's going to be a few $1,000 project. And to the closet itself, the gun room is going to be a couple $1,000 project as well. So we're looking at like 10 grand because we have to remodel the whole bathroom. So kind of put that on pause right now. That's kind of where I am. Yes, please do. So that's where we are with the gun room. The gun room is still a thing, but we just have to be willing to do the bathroom first because we have to push the wall out, and we're going to have to move the sink, and what else is there? We're going to have to move some electrical. It's a very big project. All right. Any other questions before I get ready to wrap up? Anyone got anything? I'm going to hang out for a minute. First off, who's getting a beer with me tonight? Because I'm probably going to go get a beer after this. So, Matt, what is a super chat? Drink water, huh? I'm afraid to look up anything you ask me to look up. Okay, so I'm gonna give about 30 more seconds on questions, and then I think I'm gonna wrap up. So, donations on live chat. What? Okay, I don't know, Matt. All right, guys. So that was the fastest 30 seconds of my life. Listen, first off, I appreciate everyone who has chimed into this chat. Quite a few of you have actually stuck through for the whole thing, which is really awesome. I really appreciate. Matt, just, I'm going to call you in literally 2 minutes. Just fucking just don't, okay? I'm literally about to call you. But no, so honestly, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope that this has helped anyone who's interested in starting a YouTube channel and potentially has that thought in the back of their head. This video is going to remain in the Off the Clock TV channel. I'm going to create a new playlist for this probably as soon as I get off, and it's just going to be the live playlist. So you can go back and rewatch this if you want and kind of take some notes on some of the things that I've said. But message me if you have any questions. I have no problem with reaching out and letting you guys know some of the things that I've learned. And if you are here in my area or willing to come to my area, come film with me for a day. Let's go out. Let me show you how honestly super simple it is. I am not glued to this thing for 24 freaking hours in front of me. I'm really not. Every 25, 30 minutes, I pull my camera out. I film a quick little stint of something, and then it's all editing. It's all editing. Editing puts it together. I really don't film as much as you may think. It's honestly really freaking easy to do. But come film with me. Come edit. That makes more sense, Josh. I just got your message. Yeah, that's what I figured. So come spend the day and see how I put this together. I'd love to hang out with those of you who in which I know. If I don't know you, I'm not going to bring you in my house because I do not want to be stabbed. I've made it 30 years without being stabbed, and I'd like to keep it that way, except for the time that Matt hit me with a fork. But that's neither here nor there. But, woo! Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, just be consistent, and if you want to do it, do it. If you want to come with me and just see how I put this together for a day to help that be your last, deciding factor, go for it. Because honestly, YouTube has been one of the most fun things that I've ever done. I don't care who you are. Everyone's going through something. Everyone has their problems. Everyone has their demons. And entertaining and putting these videos out for you guys has honestly just been, it's been really fun. It's helped me tremendously. And like I said, that positive reinforcement that you get, the comments, it's really awesome. It's really awesome, and it's really worth it. Damn. Sorry, guys. I'm just seeing some of the messages about some stuff. Damn. Yeah, Ronnie, I saw that. Yeah, that bites, man. I just found out that buddy of mine passed away. But again, I'm first off, I'm wearing one of my buddies right now, and it sounds like I'm going to be wearing another one of my buddies. We are all dealing with shit. We're all battling our things. I don't care how perfect someone's life looks. Everyone's going through things, and mental health is just clearly a big thing. I lost this friend right here to suicide. I just found out that I just lost another friend to suicide. I'm telling you right now. I literally just found that out. And I'm telling you, making these YouTube videos are the biggest thing. It's helped me so much. It keeps my mind focused. It gives me a reason to travel, to get out, to do things, to share my life and experience. It keeps me from coming home and sitting here and just doing nothing and slamming beers. Like I come in it. It's honestly awesome. It really is. And so I think that it's not an escape from reality. It's just a major part of my life and my growth and sharing. And again, I'm about to hit my end of the year, and to go back and see my first full year and all the awesome times that I had is awesome. I have it. Like, you know what? I'm just going to show you. Like, this is... Let's go to... We're going to go to playlist. I want to show you guys this. All right. So check this out. This is every video that I've made this year. and it keeps going and going and going. And they're not just videos, they're memories. I have those for the rest of my life now, and they're the funnest days I've had this year, and you can capture that and go back and see it again. It's really awesome. So I think I'm going to wrap up here because clearly I have a couple phone calls that I need to make. Ronnie, you're going to be one of them, by the way. I'm going to give you a buzz if you're free. But thank you guys. I hope you guys learned something about YouTube. Thank you for supporting me within my first year. You guys are honestly just really awesome. We are almost at the 500 subscriber mark. And let me tell you what, it has not been an easy run. But once you figure out how to start getting that subscriber growth, they start coming. So that run to 1,000 and that YouTube partnership program is coming. Those are my plans for 2023. We're going to hit hard on the YouTube channel starting the very freaking first of the year. I'm telling you right now, January 1, we're putting out a fucking banger. We got a couple cool videos coming in between then too. Make sure you check them out. On the 31st of the month, I'm going to have my end of the year recap, which I think is going to be a really fun, funny video, followed by next morning freaking banger. So if you haven't seen my Vegas video, any of you Mandalorian fans out there, you got to go watch my Vegas video. The Mandalorian blew me. And I got hoisted up by Batman and Deadpool, and they spread my legs, and the Mandalorian just... y'all got that on tape now. But again, neither here nor there. But that was just so much fun. You know what I'm saying? And again, I have it on tape. It's fun to share. Thank you so much for watching this live. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are all really fucking awesome. You really are. This has been a me day, and I'm sharing it with you guys as well. So I am getting the hell out of here. I'm going to call Matt because he will not stop bombarding me on this chat. But I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you guys. If you haven't subscribed already, you're wrong. Go hit that subscribe button. While you're at it, make sure you hit the notification bell. You guys are sweet. I'm officially peacing out. Thank you all so much who chimed in for this whole thing. If you learned something, let me know. Hit me up. Message me. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this video. You guys are great. I am officially getting out of here. I don't even know how to end this thing. I'm assuming it's the X. I don't know. This is my first go. Is there an end? Shit. Hold on. All right. Well, I look really dumb right now. Deuces!